Welcome to BUCS Super Rugby. 10 years of the best leagues in the land. That's right, a decade of the stars of tomorrow, a decade of nerve-shredding finales, a decade of the biggest venues and the grandest occasions as we celebrate the pinnacle of the game. It's been a roller coaster ride to this point, and I say bring on 10 years more as we make Wednesday the best day of the week. A decade of BUCS Super Rugby. Welcome everybody to BUCS Super Rugby. That's right, the best leagues in the land are back. We are back for our 10th season. 2016, what was happening back then? Donald Trump, first time he got elected president. Stranger Things was first aired. The Olympics were in Rio. Taylor Swift and Calvin Harris were dating. Well, not everything stands the test of time, but one thing that does is this very league here. This is what it's all about, BUCS Super Rugby, where the best university leagues in the land battle it out for cup glory. We got the league champions Loughborough in Nottingham tonight for the headliner in a league that only delivers blockbusters. So BBC, ITV, TNT, you can take them because the only three letters you need to know are BSR, because we live for Wednesdays. Woo! As you can tell, I'm excited that we are back, and why should I not be? Because last time we came to Highfields and these two met on a season opener and the cameras were in town. They served up an all-timer. A new season is upon us and we are kicking off with an East Midlands derby at Highfield, where the University of Nottingham take on Loughborough. Hold on to your mortarboards. Here we go again, BUCS Super Rugby. The new season has commenced. Connor Moyes with the first of the new campaign. Fast hands, sharp hands from Fergus Dick. And Jensen McNulty finally gets Loughborough across the line. Oh, beautifully worked! The deception is rewarded and James Bannon slides into the corner. But the turnover is good by Loughborough and they spot a glint of light down the short side. And Loughborough rejoice as the ball is out. The deal is done and the victory is theirs. Goodness me, haunting footage 2 years ago, but I look 10 years older today. It's Will Rampy, you've gone from strength to strength there. We've got not former Unruck, current Unruck student, but recently signed to the Bristol Bears, one of our newest success stories in the league, joining us tonight. Will, it's great to have you.
Thank you very much for having me, Bernsey.
And a little shot of you in there as well. That was your debut 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago this day. Yeah, my first game for Unruck out there. So yeah, no, very fond memories, definitely.
So, fond memories, first game for Unruck 2 years ago against Loughborough. This very fixture, you weren't on the radar for anyone really in terms of the professional ranks yet. Here you are now, a contracted Bristol Bears player. So tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, so yeah, as you say, sort of I came to Nottingham 2 years ago, not really having any interest from any clubs or anything, like not attached to a club or anything, and then sort of had a good first year playing BUCS. Towards the end I had quite a bad injury, I tore my PCL, which was a bit frustrating. And then sort of yeah, came back after that, my second year, so last year. And played so yeah pretty much every game, got picked for England students, and yeah got picked up by Bristol luckily. So yeah, sort of yeah went sort of within sort of the space of 12 months, went from not really having anything to yeah now being full-time down in Bristol.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Mate, look, we can't wait to see you out there. It's a shame that we're not seeing you there this evening, but the team that you're supporting, the club tie that you're wearing, There are some gun players in there. Tell us about this Nottingham team who take to the field today.
No, definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing how the boys go. I think sort of, as you say, sort of a couple of years ago, I made my debut with quite a few of the boys playing tonight, like Alex Garrett and a couple of others. So I'm looking forward to seeing how those more mature players go.
Yeah, a lot of experience in your backline. Yeah. Alex Garrett, Harry Simpson, Ryan Sweeting, they all made debuts alongside you. Now they're third years, so there's a real sense of experience quality in there. But then some big old roosters in the pack as well, which is kind of your realm.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like we were saying earlier, I'm looking forward to seeing how Ben Glanville and Owen Evans go up against each other. It'll be good showdown for them.
And for those who haven't seen University of Nottingham play before, what's the DNA? What can we expect from Unruck out there tonight?
I think sort of just from Unruck, I think we're expecting to see sort of that quintessential university rugby, sort of that BUCS is so famous for, just keeping the ball alive, playing student-free rugby, really. Yeah.
Lovely. Well, the man who's masterminding a potential victory tonight is a man you know very well, the head honcho of Nottingham Rugby, Paul Westgate. I caught up with him earlier. Paul, always a pleasure to be at Highfields, especially when it's a headliner. Brand new track, brand new floodlights, all glitz and glamour. It's a hell of an occasion for you and your boys tonight.
A really special occasion. We're so excited, obviously, with the new floodlights, the rejuvenated pitch. We had a walk on it last night, which the boys loved. Hopefully made for some good running rugby tonight.
Season number 4 for Unruck up at the top levels. Best finish ever last year. What can we expect from you? What's the aspiration?
Best finish ever, yeah, but we had to wait to the 17th game of 18, didn't we, to make sure of staying up in BSR. Expectation, huge game. Obviously, we're playing one of the best teams in the country in Loughborough, so it's going to be a hard game. We played them 3 times at home in the last 3 years at BSR. There's always only ever been 1 score in it, and we turned them over famously 2 years ago at Lady Bay. So we're excited. We know it's going to be a tough contest, a lot of pressure, so hopefully we manage the occasion. Hopefully we manage the pressure that Loughborough will undoubtedly put us under, and hopefully, to use your phrase recently, a bit of jouet, we'll be able to play some good rugby and entertain the crowd.
Here's to jouet all day long. Cheers, Paul. Good luck today.
Thanks, Bernsey. Take care. Bye.
One of the many good men involved in BUCS Super Rugby there. Let's talk about Loughborough, a side that you've played multiple times, a side that's delivered multiple silverware in the last few years. What's it like playing against these guys?
Yeah, so I've obviously had the opportunity to play against them numerous times. As you said, they've got a very rich history. Obviously, league champions last year. But as sort of usually the underdogs, Unruck, we look to go in sort of just cause an upset. As often happens in BUCS, I suppose, like last year with Beckett and Exeter, and countless times.
So what's the psychology for you coming up against Loughborough? You play your own game, or are there areas that you try and nullify of their game? What's the focus?
I think just sort of stick to our own game usually. Just sort of trying to focus on our strengths as opposed to their weaknesses, as I think that's the best way that we can exploit them.
Lovely stuff. All right, maybe an upset on the card, but a man who's trying to avert that is the League and Cup Championship delivering coach over the last 3 years, and England students coach as well, Martin Webdale. Martin Webdale, first day of another ride on the BUCS Super Rugby roller coaster. The league champions, that's got to be the aim again this year for Loughborough.
Oh, look, as you said, it is a roller coaster, the 18 rounds week in, week out. And that's the tough bit, and it starts today, the roller coaster. There'll be some ups and downs along the way, absolutely. And we'll see what it starts with today.
So what sort of Loughborough team are we looking at today? What are we looking at for the season? New faces, new shapes, new systems?
Oh, look, there's certainly a lot of new faces out there, which is the exciting bit, isn't it? Seeing how they go in this sort of high-pressure environment we got here tonight at Highfields. The guys are confident, but the cohesion will come across time, and that's the key bit, how we can try and blend that bit of youth and experience together.
Right, for the casual observer, on paper, you look at this, Loughborough League champions last year against Nottingham, who got their best ever finish last year at 7th. You think, right, this is Loughborough's, but this is a Midlands derby, it's a headliner, and you guys got a bit of first day of the season history.
Oh, absolutely. When we were here 2 years ago, it came down to the last play of the game on the first day of the season. I'm sure it'll be pretty similar again today. It's that East Midlands rivalry, as you say, and everyone's starting on 0 points game 1 of the season, so that's the exciting bit.
Rivalry aside, what have you got to get right to beat Nottingham, because they are a really challenging side to come up against?
Exactly, yeah. Look, our set piece has got to be really, really strong. Their attack is outstanding, really, really well coached. So our defensive ability's got to be able to match that as well.
Lovely. Can't wait to see you in action. Go well.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it. Martin Webdale looking to deliver another piece of silverware to Loughborough. After a few barren years, they've had a golden generation. 2 league titles and a cup triumph sandwiched in between them. But Loughborough's hunger for success is pretty much insatiable, and they'll be coming to lay down a marker here at their Midlands rivals and spoil their marquee occasion that is bringing in over 1,500 today to Highfields. As you can see, there's been a bit of action already. Exeter, they always kick off during the day because of the absence of floodlights. 36-32 against Cardiff Met. Tell you what, Exeter led that 31-15 at half-time. So the Archers almost coming back to take a famous away scalp. Leeds Beckett, that is a big result. Bonus point win and denying Durham a losing bonus points to open up the campaign. Those are the kind of upsets you were talking about, Will Rampley, in our pre-show. Anyone can beat anyone on their day in BUCS Super Rugby, can't they?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no, exactly. Any team on their day can certainly cause an upset.
All right, so the scene is set. The pyrotechnics are going off in the clubhouse and the cheerleaders are out for a guard of honour for the green and gold. It's Freshers Week down here at the University of Nottingham, and Unruck are looking to put on a show in round 1 of the best league in the land. Here they are, the defending league champions, the African Violets of Loughborough. Nine of the matchday 23 were involved in the Milk Cup final at Rodney Parade that ended in tragedy for them against Hartbury last year. A side teeming with experience and knowledge of what it takes to beat Nottingham and to lift trophies. But Nottingham, with 5 individuals who made their debut in this very game 2 years ago. They've been on the journey, coming to the league as underdogs, but building a reputation as one of the most enterprising and unstoppable attacks in the league. Led by Ben Glanville, a beast, 6'5" and clocking well over 100 kegs. The University of Nottingham are looking to start their season with a bang. And this is the 15 that Paul Westgate has gone for. Harry Simpson shares the vice-captaincy with Kieran Perkins, who makes up an exciting back row partnership with Lawrence Adediran. Ryan Sweeting, Alex Garrett, Max Blinkhorn, also ones to watch. And Ronan Daniel, one of 4 freshers who are on the bench tonight looking to make their BUCS Super Rugby bows. Martin Webdale's got a lot of experience to call upon. I mentioned the 9 who were involved in the final last year, but there's a BSR debut for Joe Panessa at outside centering, partnering Jacob Cusick, but it is Unruck who are on the ball and putting it through the hands and finding a couple of soft shoulders. Blinkhorn fizzes it to the left. There's the vice-captain Perkins, training with Nottingham and impressing over the last few weeks. I beg your pardon, Saints. And just the start that Nottingham would have wanted. Little bits of structure now coming in as the tempo drops a moment. Blinkhorn, a lot of time, quick ball as well. First sighting of Sweeting, really packs a punch that belies his size. Simpson, classy player, slings it across the front, dipped onto the toe from Garrett. Ooh.
Not quite.
Tell you what, we got front row seats.
Yeah.
We're nestled into this corner and denied to see a spectacular into the corner by the forward pass. But, Will, just the start that Nottingham would have wanted.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, as I said, it sort of suits the game, playing on the front foot, doesn't it? And I think, yeah, that's almost an early shot for Nottingham, isn't it?
Haven't gotten into this. This is a big moment in the game. The front rows, you look at Loughborough. Oren Murphy started the final, benched the year before, former London Irish. Max Bignall involved also in the final, come through the Welsh age grades. And Seb Easterby, bit of an unknown quantity at hooker after Loughborough have said farewell to the likes of Joe Plunkett, Seb Smith, James Isaacs. And I tell you what, either of these sides would do well to get referee Tim Allett into the engine room. A referee that doesn't miss leg, chest, arm or trap stay, as you can see.
Yeah, no, definitely not. A bit of a BSR folk legend.
You used to have a bit of a tempestuous relationship with Mink Sharink, a former Loughborough prop, but no worries now. Roman Constantinou, Buster Wilkinson, Will Stenner hold it solid, and Loughborough launch an attack, but the charge comes and falls kindly into Elliot Gourlay's hands, who looks to weave away, one of the 4 England students in this run on 15 for Loughborough tonight. That's interesting. Well covered by Will Howes, first take of the night for the full-back in front of a friendly audience, but maybe not the ideal outcome.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I don't think it's a very welcoming audience if you're wearing African violet.
I'm sure. Only words of encouragement for Seb Easterby. 20 Nat 2 games last year as a fresh, so there is a bit of excitement about what he can offer in BSR. And Conge is the decoy, and that is a bruising old carry in the midfield. Ryan Sweeting putting his head in the spokes. Ed Harvey with the carry, who's filled the Theo Mail jersey very well. Kid Temperley links up with Tom Rowe. He puts boot to ball. Is the bounce going to be kind? The fly hack on. Is there enough dead ball area? You betcha. The headliner delivering a blockbuster opening score. And it's Tom Rowe.
Yeah, not how Nottingham would have wanted to start, but as I say, plenty more of the game to go. So, yeah, they'll look to bounce back.
Well, that kid scored 23 tries in National 2 last year, earned him a contract with the Northampton Saints, who he was turning out a couple of weeks ago against Glasgow in a friendly. I've got down in my notes, finisher, rapid, elusive. I think he just delivered on all 3.
Yeah, certainly not someone you want to give any space to. As you see, yeah, took a stride very well.
Ben Taylor, first BSR start, and it swerves it left of the clock tower. So no extras to add, but a try of the season contender in the opening 3 minutes. Got caught short at the back, didn't they, Nottingham? Matty Walker doing his best to race across, but the whole of the Loughborough back 3 to rejoice as one. Great competition from Garrett. He's been involved with GB Sevens the last couple of years, scouted at the Celestial Sevens. And he puts Unruh back on that front foot. They're going to brush themselves off from that Loughborough sting. Blinkhorn to Constantinou, Cyprus international. Packed down in the row for them against Malta last year. Simpson spots a bit of vacant room. Tough volley on from Cunningham. Gourlay's there. And Gourlay has the pace as well to arc round Simpson and find the salvation of the touchline. Lively 5.5 minutes or so, though, Will.
Yeah, no, certainly. So I think Loughborough would have been sweating then a bit. I think had that ball bouncing the right way for Nottingham. But yeah, no, it's been proper end-to-end stuff.
Well, spectators reluctant to give the ball back. Finally, we're back on. And Buster Wilkins, who's maybe the wind got the better of him against Trent the other day in his throwing, finds his man, batted back. And Loughborough told to release Adediran. But once they do, they're locked back on.
That's a good turnover, does well there. Takes the pressure off Loughborough, they'll be pleased with that.
Got a good story about Buster Wilkins for when he's next relevant, so you have to remind me, Will. Well, I think we need to get 2 balls over that side of the pitch. A cacophony. Sees the ball slip through the grip of Ollie Barker, and boom goes Constantinou. Simpson. Adediran, a lot of excitement about this 7. Simpson again thinks twice, heads back into the fog of war and tiptoes his way through the African violet traffic, and Conge. Oh, that was so tight.
Yeah, I thought he was unlucky.
I think he's unlucky, isn't he?
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what Nottingham do here, whether they look to take the points or back them all.
Have you been involved in any pre-season? Like, have you got any sort of feel about what the game plan's going to be this year for Unruh?
To be honest, not a huge amount. I think, to be honest, you'd expect much of the same. Like I said in the preview, I think just fast attacking rugby. I think historically in the past, Nottingham we let ourselves down with our set piece. So I assume that's been a massive work on pre-season.
Now you're out of the picture. They can get it right.
yeah. Someone will call the line out right.
Harry Simpson is going to get his first shot of the season. Full back largely last season. He's got the talented boots of Jamie Annan to fill. Steps up and pulls it. Would have been just reward for the pressure and the territory that Nottingham have taken to Loughborough so far. What a setting for an opener. Freshly relayed pitch. They put a lot of investment into this facility here. New floodlights. An Unruh glow up for BSR season 10. And a blitzing defensive line led by Jacob Cusick, who's looking to forge a new partnership with Joe Panessa. Lost his old mate, Chris Preen, who was man of the match in victory a couple years ago here. Gorley, who's worn Tigers colours, Coldy colours, England student colours, always. A calm port in stormy seas. Hit full back, and here's going to be an aerial battle again, won by Alex Garrett. That's why they love him in the 7s. So tough though, you make a claim like that, then get stripped on the floor, and the long arms against you.
I think he'll be getting up, looking at his support, wondering what they were doing there.
Another guy who spent a bit of time with Tigers, Alex Garrett, having come from down the road at Denstone College. Part of a host of players training with Nottingham in pre-season. Off the top from Loughborough. First real launch play inside the Nottingham half. Cusick, the fulcrum on this occasion, but the tackle's mighty from Unruh. Big blast on the counter, and Cusick again stepping in at first receiver. Penetrative phases from Loughborough, the captain, almost wiped out. Loughborough building, smart hands, really nice from Panessa. Taylor, Temperley, zips through, offload,
Great
Rowe,
hands.
you know what time it is. Almost try time.
Almost, yeah, it was almost in for a second there.
Well, him and Temperley are combining nicely.
They are, aren't
Temperley
they?
working
Yeah,
hard off his
definitely.
left. Temperley, who came through the Quins Academy, had a bad injury in his last year. This is him on the ball, and that's why he captained the Netherlands under-20s at the World Rugby Trophy a couple of years ago. Really classy player, had a bit of a tough time with injuries. Ed Harvey, a little bit more bruise than beauty maybe in his style of play, but that's what we like when you got 8 on your back. Juggle from Ben Taylor, who steered Oakham to the Schools Cup Championship against Trinity a couple of years ago. Kind of kicked the Croydon boys to death in that final. Big season for him. And Congate ignored again. Cusick puts a bit of zip on it. And Gourlay always has that slippery nature of getting through the first part of the hit. Oh, needed a bit of support on the right shoulder there. Did Owain Evans, who has been training and played for Worcester in pre-season. Taylor, Gourlay, drifts it over the top. Tom Rowe, not shy of open space, slings it inside, but Sweeting's there. Looks like advantage was being played. So Loughborough, penalty, and they're going for the corner. Bit of the buzz has gone out of Highfields after that opener from Tom Ray. It's the dream start for Loughborough,
Yeah,
really,
and
isn't
certainly,
it?
sort of, yeah, like you say, that's sort of the start they'd have wished for, isn't it? I think now it's important from Nottingham's perspective just to keep them out, stop them from scoring second. But yeah, Loughborough will be looking to keep the pressure on.
Well, the first sighting of the rolling maul. Can Loughborough weaponise it? That's a great wedge from Nottingham, and not committing many numbers as well. It's 8 on 4 there. And the back's called on. So we're going to see it go through the hands. Hulse has a little bit of a dart, the former Kirkham man. And he gets yanked up, hoiked up, but wrestles his way to the floor. Another dummy from Owain Evans, who may just go all the way. Dragged down inches shy. The ball can sniff the paint, and you just don't keep Loughborough out from point blank range. Especially when you've got that much snarl and growl. It's Oren Murphy, and Loughborough have 2.
That was it.
Yeah, Oren will be pleased. I think, like you say, the Nottingham Hall defence was, they'll be pleased with that, but it's just that round the ruck, they'll be disappointed.
There's 2 entries, 2 tries right now for Loughborough, which will be cause for concern. Ben Taylor with an eye on carbon coffee. Learns from his previous directional shortcomings. Bisects the poles, and Loughborough have got a dozen in 15 minutes. Well, clearly there's been a dedicated session on dummies for the second rows down at Sixways, because it's the second
Time you're on, lads.
that Owain Jones has sold in the opening quarter of an hour.
Love to see it.
You got that in your locker, Will?
Backwards off both, play on, backwards off both.
I think your first game against Ampthill, there was a few sparkly moments for the Bears.
Yeah, there was.
No, 9. Back.
That's a nice kick.
It's a great kick.
Shaped off the outside of the boot. Play. Says Tim Allett. And Nottingham need to start playing. They've allowed concessions with far too much ease thus far. Score probably not reflective of the action that we've seen, but it tells no lies about the clinical nature of the reigning league champions. Few shins. See it go for the line out, but a touch off the field. That's a beautiful shot. What was it like playing here in front of a home crowd, Will?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think sort of the niche of university rugby is it sort of plays in the evening.
Backwards off green, taken in.
And often there's the whole rugby club supporting you. Lots of chants. And yeah, everyone's cheering you on. But yeah, no, it's something very special, definitely.
Sweeting had the hands free and he wanted to give it to Garrett. Held on.
Tackle, no hands. Blacks on the floor.
Simpson goes cross field. That is pin perfect. There's no one there for the back apart from Panessa. Doesn't link up with Gourlay. And we're back to where we started, albeit on the other side of the park. You were saying down at Bristol that even the lads who haven't played BUCS Super Rugby, they all watch it, they all know about it, and so there's an element of jealousy almost that they haven't had the opportunity to play because of kind of big spectacles like this.
Yeah, no, there's certainly a lot of interest in it. A lot of rivalry between sort of the likes of Cardiff Met boys, me from Nottingham, and a few of the Loughborough boys as well. But yeah, so I think it's obviously growing in popularity. I think that's seen with clubs standing out BUCS Super Rugby contracts. Like for example at Bristol, there's 5 or 6 boys that have gone to university and to play BUCS Super Rugby.
There he is, a man who's been at the forefront of Loughborough's most successful period in BUCS Super Rugby. They never even made a final. They didn't win a sausage until 3 years ago. They claimed the league. They missed out on the final to end all finals at the Stoneucks when they went down in extra time to Exeter. They got their revenge a year later, but experienced heartbreak again at Rodney Parade last year after claiming another league crown. Amazing to think that they didn't win anything for 5-6 years. But now showing a bit of championship class in round one. Big carry, meters coming so easy for Loughborough. A big old rooster screeching through the middle and muscling his way over. James Bennett was playing 14 2 seasons ago, and here he is, BUCS Super Rugby, try at the headline, Loughborough in complete command.
James Bennett, another player who played a lot of Nat 2 rugby last year, didn't he, Bernsey?
Did. Nat 2 player of the season last year.
Yeah.
I think when you're 6'6" and 130 kilos, it's only a matter of time until you make it to Super Rugby. Well, Taylor isn't missing those ones, and I mean, Will, what's the messaging? What's going to be going through Paul Westgate's mind at this stage? Because the tries are just coming far too easy.
I think at this moment in time, Nottingham's just got to hold on to the ball, just if it means keeping it tight, and so be it. But possession-wise, Nottingham haven't had a huge amount of the ball, so I think that's where they're trying to focus on.
It was a defensive misread, wasn't it, from Lawrence Adediran, who's kind of one of your big whackers, really. So there's Paul Westgate on the right, and Liam Slayton, who is the attack coach, who you speak to anyone in the league. They have only got exemplary things to say about what Liam Slayton can do with an attack. He's some coach, isn't he?
Yeah, no, brilliant. Ex-Hong Kong international, played a load of times all over the world, but most recently played at Nottingham. And yeah, assistant coach now here.
Nottingham need points. They need something. They need reward for their 22 entries. And it's here on the short side. The green and gold jerseys pour around the corner. Harry Simpson tries for the paint, but Joe Denman's underneath him. Bigger boys arrive. The captain, Ben Gladwell, has the weight, has the power, has the desire, and has Nottingham back in this headliner derby.
Captain leading from the front. He'll be chuffed with that. I think that could be very important for Nottingham keeping in the game.
It's a good day for Mrs. Glanville because her other son was playing for Loughborough Threes earlier today against Nottingham. They came back, lost play of the game, score to snatch victory, and now her son has just scored a crucial try for his team, which Harry Simpson has duly converted. And we're back to a 12-point game. Simpson, the drive from the 10, dragging 3 African violet jerseys with him. The damage had been done. And then Glanville on the line, hitting the hole. And he had a bit of help from Ollie Barker as well to propel him that little bit further. Finally, Nottingham have awoken and we've got a game on our hands, Will.
Yeah, no, Nottingham will think that's crucial. Very important score.
Wow. Gets stuck down there, and Oren Murphy, by the sounds of things, getting the plaudits.
Yeah, Nottingham will be frustrated with that, working so hard to score and then allowing Loughborough to have the turnover.
Could do with a bit more life from these guys. They're obviously not drinking enough Red Bull, or the pints are too expensive. They need to get behind their team here.
Yeah, and I think this Wednesday headline is brilliant in Nottingham. Obviously, during Freshers Week, people coming here before going out or whatever. And it's obviously a really good advert for University Rugby.
Nice line, straight, hard, piercing to the doorstep of the 22. Denman just about thrashes his way across the threshold. Bennett, try score moments ago, repelled. Now Easterby. Dynamic with the 2. Holslick's both ways twice. Sweeting reads it. Slots his man, but Loughborough got the hand to get free. Look at Denman go! Oh! Sent to the shops. Mine's a Twix while you're going. Joe Denman with a dummy for the ages. The pace of a winger, 7 on his back. And a 4th bonus point try for Loughborough.
Yeah, and Loughborough have scored a couple of try of the season contenders, haven't they? I think, Nottingham will be frustrated with that. Ryan shooting out the line. And obviously Loughborough exploiting Nottingham out on the outside.
Well, Joe Denman from Clanashian, which is near Cardiff, went to Llandovery College. That's why he's on the books at the Scarlets. I'd imagine Scott Snedden, who's in charge of the academy down there, formerly in charge of Loughborough, gave Martin Webdale the heads up. And Ben Taylor maximises the effort of the open side. Well, Holst couldn't make his mind up. It was a brilliant race and hit on Bennett from Sweeting, but then the hand's so good. And Denman, who I know folks are tuning in, has given them a try to savour in front of the box on a Wednesday night.
Alex Garrett as well there.
Garrett's owning the skies here in Nottingham. Can't believe only 23 minutes has been played.
Yeah.
No hands now, Loughborough. Outside the 50.
That's a cute kick, sends Rose spinning on his heels, has a bit of help, and well, puts a crafty little block in as well to stop the charge down. Simpson backs himself, marshalled Leicestershire in the county finals at Twickenham back May, June time, had a fabulous game. So he's not one to be overawed by an occasion. Sweeting gets dominated a bit and coughs up the pill.
Take it back in. We're in front. Sweet. All on now.
Collected by Simpson. Has Garrett with him, but decides to slip inside where there's some big boys waiting.
No hands up for 7, let go. 7. No, thank you.
This time it's Cunningham picking the angles and finding a bit of territory, but it's the ball Nottingham want at the moment, because every time Loughborough have it, they're notching up points.
Exactly. I think possession is going to be massive for Nottingham. I think keeping the ball and enabling them to play their way is going to be their key to getting back into this game.
A few scores on the doors to update you with. Cardiff, handsome lead against Swansea at the moment, 27-7, and Bath, who many people are talking about in terms of those leagues, those cups, they are beating the reigning champions, reigning cup champions, Hartpury, at the Four Ed Stadium. And they're beating them by a few points.
Nottingham
New leadership at Hartpury. Tim Steamo Stevenson at the helm, as Dan Murphy has moved on to become head coach of Gloucester Hartpury. It's not just the players that we're developing in this league. Many a top coach are learning their craft here in BUCS Super Rugby and then excelling on the grandest stages. Yandi and Kongi first to that bouncing ball. Cusick gets melted.
No hands on.
That's the physicality that Nottingham need to deliver with a little more regularity. Again, gain line success for Nkonge and co. Gourlay just gliding.
Ball's out.
A little bit of a nibble as Easterby makes the best of a bad bit of service. Cusick to Taylor. Vanessa. Temperley gets clobbered. But again, the meter's coming. Right to left.
Looks form, no hands.
The purple waves come. Oh, just a loss of footing there. Something for the home fans shout. They're short down here. They've been stunned by Denman already, but this time he's playing a supporting role on the clear out.
Tackle Green away! Ball's always available.
Carry by carry, play by play. Loughborough making meters. Doesn't go to Bennett. Temperley being sought by the boot of Gourlay, but too flat and too fast. Nottingham survive.
Yeah, they're looking to get the ball to the outside, aren't they? They're looking to expose those open channels, aren't they?
I wouldn't be putting a crossfield on Garrett's wing.
No, that's very true, very true.
Gourlay's won a few more titles than I ever did, so I defer to his quality.
Hold that.
Yeah, Alex got a number of BUCS Super Rugby players to go down the seventh pathway, isn't he?
Ewan Entwistle as well.
Yeah.
Inside the 50, keep retreating.
Nottingham.
Ryan Apps from Loughborough.
Ryan Apps,
well.
yeah. Ryan Apps played one BSR game in his time at Loughborough, but then was scouted and went on to play on the World Series all last year. Debut try against Australia in Dubai. Pretty cool story. One of the many that we that we take great pride in here in BUCS Super Rugby. Not sure how much pride Max Blinthorn will take in that box kick, though.
Yeah, I think he'll be disappointed at that. Max number of players that was playing at Nottingham over pre-season. I think Alex Garrett, Harry Simpson, Kieran Perkins and Lawrence Adadir, and also were at Nottingham for pre-season, which is good, I think, because in the past, obviously, the link with Nottingham Rugby Club's been Trent, whereas now, obviously, this being our 4th year in BSR, Nottingham are looking to expose the connection here.
Hulse picks and goes and offers a bit of danger around the fringes.
He's lifted, he's lifted. Knock on advantage.
Well, there you go. Clear communication from Tim Allett, the referee, and Nottingham
tackle, no hands.
Looking to capitalise on the chaos. Glanville, Sweeting, releases it just before the shoulder comes in. Oh, you don't want to give that man an intercept.
Ripped, that's fine, play.
Ripped and away. Off the outside of the boot, the angle's too acute. And Loughborough recover.
Use!
Very open game, opportunities for both sides, but it's Loughborough who've been taking them, and Conge.
What's that? 9, use!
Such a powerful man, so dependable in the contact. Hulse.
Play!
Sends it out. Nottingham want to play. It's in their DNA, and they like this short side. Simpson is a wizard. Simpson searing. Doesn't have enough support, only has purple jerseys around him.
Use!
And Loughborough look to escape again. Max Bignall not into making meters.
Use it, Loughborough! Ball's out!
Into setting up platform. There's the call. It's out, and they get swarmed. Unruck on the prowl.
No. Use! No hands green!
Loughborough
use!
taking their time. Well, you can't claw it back like
that. Now 9! Thank you.
Quite lenient there. I think there's a touch as well on the clearance.
Yeah, Harry will be frustrated at that. I think, as I say, Nottingham just need to keep hold of the ball.
There's been moments, hasn't there? There's been glimpses from Nottingham, but the cohesion doesn't quite see, or the urgency maybe. Not quite sure what it is. That's a flat-ish ball, as is that from Cunningham to Garrett.
Off feet!
Yeah, you know, you're right. They're showing glimpses of exposing Loughborough, but they're struggling to convert them.
Well, 3 options there. A little bit of a stutter step from all 3 as the pass was decided into green on green, and obstruction there. Thought at its worst it was accidental.
We followed him through the same channel.
But a penalty, the worst outcome really for Nottingham. 5 minutes and a bit of change of the first half to go. Nottingham need a score.
They do,
feel like they can't allow Loughborough to get the next one.
I feel like the next score of the game could be paramount.
Well, having struggled for balls on that side of the field, we've now got 2. What grades do you need to get into Nottingham again? More than I got.
Yeah, no, Nottingham will be looking to certainly score before half-time just to relieve some of this pressure.
Well, you need those mini moments
Time starts now. Off we go.
to build big moments, game-breaking moments, and Nottingham need to feed off this now. They've got the rest of the club bearing down upon them.
Trout!
Those are moments you live for as a student. Swimming with the whole rugby club watching.
So good.
So good.
Blinkhorn dishes it into the midfield in a flash on an outside arc. Goes Howes, just cut down, and Cunningham, real nugget of a centre, wins the collision. Good low chop coming in from Loughborough's captain Evans. He's been prominent. A combo of sort of class and collision that he's been offering. Oh, that's a knock on that'll make any man wince. Just as Nottingham were building.
Time off. Just here. Thumbs off.
So, just a bit of a pause for some treatment to Owain Evans. Played for Worcester against Bath in pre-season the other day, so it's probably why he's looking so sharp. Going up against the Premiership champions. He was incredible after the final at Owain Evans, because they'd won the league, they went on this amazing run, and I think, you know, speak to anyone at Loughborough, you know, they were worthy runners-up. Hartbury were outstanding in the final last year, and he was very, very magnanimous in the aftermath of that. You know, he sort of acknowledged, you know, the disappointment of not being able to do the league and cup double, which has only ever been done once, and that was in the inaugural season by Hartbury, who were coached by Sean Lim, who was coaching Wales women in the World Cup, and their captain was Sebastian Negri, who's well over 50 caps for Italy, and he's captained them. And, you know, he turned around and said, look, it's not a bad season. We've won the league and we've come runners up. So he was, I think he had good perspective on what they achieved last year. But I know that he is going to be integral to their
time up.
silverware ambitions this year, even if he's probably got Worcester begging him to come and play a few games to them. So he heads off. Don't know if that'll be a permanent
off the
or
line,
not.
please.
Disappointment, as you'd understand, and he's going to watch on from the bench now as Nottingham claim it cleanly through their captain. They build up the maul.
Important maul this for Nottingham.
More ballast arrives, controlled by Buster Wilkins. He scored from this position against Nottingham Trent days ago. Goes to Cunningham. Buffeted back by Panessa. Centre on centre. Loughborough win the physical confrontation, as will Stenner. Glanville, the try scorer, carries two purple jerseys with him. Fast ball to pick and go from Adidiran. Oh, just a little cheeky surge from Blinkhorn, but Loughborough limbs get under it and deny him. Well, I think that he's communicating with the assistant there that he thinks he got it down.
Yeah, I think like any scrum half, the ref will always be wrong.
Face of thunder from Paul Westgate there. His half-time talk maybe softened somewhat. If Unruck can make this one count. Off goes Barker. The shadow of the champions upright. Footwork from Perkins. So nearly there. This time,
Second time lucky.
Blinkhorn busts the line. He makes no mistake. And Unruck have that try they so crave. They're fighting here at Highfields. They're hanging in. And they're back to within 2 scores.
We will restart. There won't be much after the restart.
Yeah, massively important try there for Nottingham.
It's 50 seconds at the minute, but he's already had 20. 15 seconds, kicker.
Never in doubt. 2 tries maximised and a dozen between the Midland rivals. Nottingham 14, Loughborough 26. This try feels big, Will.
Yeah, as I said, could be very important in terms of the result. But not only the result, in terms of the potential bonus points as well, which is always very important.
Very, very important. Both ends of the table. And I guess something that we haven't spoken about yet is the change in the league this year, that the bottom team will no longer be in a playoff against the winners of the North-South Premiership playoff. It's going to be straight relegation. So in the last few years, Newcastle have topped the Northern Premier, Brunel have topped the Southern Premier, and then either or, whoever's won that have not quite made the jump in winning the playoff. Swansea, led by Houdini Gustafsson, have managed to escape the relegation fate the last couple of seasons, but this time it's a fully open trapdoor, and that certainly changes the psychology around some of these games in the latter stages. Loughborough fancy 3 more points. They might not get them, you know. Ooh. Wouldn't like to have been one of those assistants hoisting the flag, but they confer, they agree, and Loughborough get a real bonus 3 points there at the end of the first half. They've got a match bonus point already, 4 tries in a ruthless 22 entry display, but such is their way. Unruck have fought, and they fought hard. They've got 2 tries. They're in sight, but they need to be better in this second half. Half time here at Highfields. It's the home side trailing 14 points to 29 against the reigning league champions. Let's enjoy some of these tries, and well, the one that we're going to enjoy the most is Tom Rose, set up by Temple. This is the one that he didn't score, in fact, just to throw you all a curveball out there. That sort of sets the tone for what he did actually achieve prior to that. And Owain Evans, the captain, the second dummy, within about 60 seconds, gave Loughborough the field position for Oren Murphy to just plunge across. Very, very difficult to get under a man of that size from that range. And really, in between all of this, Nottingham have been playing a huge amount of rugby in the Loughborough half, playing some nice rugby too, but the defence has been found wanting. As good as Alex Garrett is one-on-one against a beast like Bennett, he's going to come off second best from 2 metres out. This was massive. The captain stepping up after a typically sparky Simpson break. Glanville barrelling for the last couple of metres to spark Nottingham into life, Will, because it had been a bit flat to that point.
Yeah, and I think so. I think, like any good captain leading from the front, he'll be pleased with that. But yeah, as I said, any try is important, isn't it, in the grand scheme of bonus points, and obviously, yeah, not just the result.
Well, this one's being played at the end of season dinner, isn't it? Certainly for Denman, maybe for Howes for the other reasons. Fabulous dummy, and well, it's what you want from your marauding open side, out in the wide channels and doing the damage right at the death. Nottingham, though, they rolled up their sleeves. They sent in some of their big carries, and once they'd done all the dirty work, Lincoln just added the extra half metre, despite the presence of Yandi and Conge. There was a penalty at the end for Loughborough, which has burnished their side of the scoreboard rather nicely to give a 15-point cushion, but this game is by no means over. 14-29 at half-time. That's here in Highfield. Lovely to be bringing you the opener of the season. We've got a pretty full streaming catalogue for you this season. And next week, we're going to be down in the diff for one of our favourite, one of the biggest matches of the season. It comes but twice a year. It is the Cardiff Clash. So just to whet your appetite, we've got a few interviews with the coaches of Cardiff and Cardiff Met, Chris Swank Davies and Dr. Ian Gardner. Swank, here we are. Another BUCS Super Rugby season. Another one for Cardiff, the reigning Cardiff Clash champions, no less. Yeah. How are you feeling after last season?
Yeah, a little bit disappointed, not from the, in terms of the effort of the squad, etc. The effort was always grand, really, when the boys crossed the white line, but just disappointed with how we maybe managed a lot of games and some early results that we had as well. So it just didn't put us instead really to fight more than what we wanted to do.
Yeah. What's it like? What for you? What are the biggest challenges in BUCS Super Rugby?
I think we do struggle. From a rugby point of view, we do struggle with that size, and we do. But we need to play a different type of game. We want to play fast. We want to play with speed, and we try to improve our players by improving the problem solving, the decision making of them. So yeah. It's a bit difficult to put the size on them and stuff like that in the gym, etc. But yeah, I mean, we try to make them better rugby players as best as we can, and that's the challenge. Is really we come across some big English teams, and they're physical. They are. I remember when Exeter came down last season, they were the most probably physical side I've ever seen in my life, and they were possessed. They're
big boys, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I'm standing in corridors and I'm watching them come out, and I look at their shirt numbers, and it's like 11, 14. You think they're second rows, but they're not. They're massive.
So you got the challenge of what they're feeding the English boys across the bridge. Yeah. But I'm interested in this, whether it's a positive or it can be a negative. I guess it can be both. You got the three Welsh sides. You got yourself. You got Cardiff Met, and you got Swansea. So pretty much every other game you got Derby, and when derbies are on, it kind of I guess form goes out the window a little bit.
It does. I would say yes. I mean, look at our first Cardiff clash, and Met put us to bed. Really, we weren't quite ready for that one. But the second Cardiff clash, we're a different team, we're a different animal, and we challenged them quite well, and obviously come off with the result that day. We're current kings of Cardiff.
Current kings of Cardiff. You heard that?
Kings of Cardiff. That's what they say.
The kings of Cardiff and Swansea as well in a mix.
Oh, Swansea are challenging. It's a different challenge. Swansea altogether. With Cardiff, Cardiff Met, you get the clash, Yarmouth Park, the sellout and stuff like that. Swansea can be a little bit more challenging at home and away, and they're brutal games. They are. The Cardiff versus Swansea, and we're playing them first game of the season. And I'm really looking forward to that. 2 derbies and straight away off the bat.
Look, I mean, you've never been down there in the playoff, but the complexion of the league has changed this year. There's going to be automatic relegation. Do you feel that really is raising the stakes? Does that change the psychology for some teams?
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. Yeah, it does. We don't obviously want to be down those bottom 2. We want to make sure that we qualify for a place in the playoffs. Absolutely. It does. I don't really know how to answer that one. It's no one wants to be down there, right?
You just don't look in the rearview mirror, just straight ahead through the windscreen.
I think that's why it's really important. The first couple of games of the season is to start well and see how we go and learn and adapt week in, week out. And as you say, no, we don't want to be down there. We are a challenging team, but we want to certainly get a playoff space.
Playoff space. And Clanrumney, key for you to be making that fortress.
Yeah, like I said, although results we went on the better side of results last season, but I do think teams do find it quite challenging to come down to Clanrumney, and I think it is a bit of a fortress, if you like, and we just need to keep building that and make it really difficult for teams to come away with 4 points at least. We want them to fight tooth and nail for it, and we believe we do that, and we'll continue to do so.
Right. We always love coming down to Clanrumney and seeing Cardiff, and looking forward to seeing your new boys in action.
Cheers, Joe. Can't wait, mate. Let's go.
Well, guards, welcome to a part of the pitch that I know very, very well. It's the bench. But as we can see here, we're at the home of the Dragons. We're at Rodney Parade. Scene of last year's final, scene of this year's final, scene of the place that you want to be at the end of the season. How are you guys going to get there?
It's the same every year. It's always going to be a challenge. We fell just short last year with a last-minute loss to Hartbury, an extra time loss actually to Hartbury, who were, I think, deserved winners in the end. They were an excellent side, but you know, another day, another season, another BUCS Super Rugby programme, and so yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Funny old season last year, sort of very up and down. Cardiff Met, we didn't really know which one was going to turn up, and then, as you said, you really raised the standard for the knockouts. That quarter-final win away at Bath, so close to beating the eventual champions. So what's the alchemy? How do you get the consistency this year in the season?
Yeah, it's always a challenge. There's so many good sides in there. You know, we put in some good performances, but you're right, we were inconsistent. You know, we've done a lot in this pre-season to try to increase our physicality and try to get the players where they need to be in a physical sense, I say. So, yeah, you just don't know where you are this time of the year because it's a real challenge. And, you know, I'm sure all the directors of rugby are thinking exactly the same thing. And but you work hard, you put the time and effort in, and hopefully it'll reap rewards.
You've had a bit of turnover. You've kept some big players like BUCS Mayer, but there's a whole host of fresh talent coming in. So how's that going to shape the way that you're going to play? We're going to see a different style from Cardiff Met, or are you going to stick to your tenets that we've seen across the seasons?
Yeah, I think that you always try to evolve every year. I think there's always some things you do slightly different, and I think that while it is a large turnover of players, lots of these players played in the Prem last year, so they're not completely new to this environment, or certainly new to the Cardiff Met environment, and so you obviously go to, you know, if you've got slightly bigger ball carriers, you might go to a slightly more ball carrying game, but last year we didn't probably have so much size, so then you play around teams a little bit more, try to play around teams a little bit more, but yeah, I think, you know, you're always trying to evolve, you're always trying to develop, and you certainly can't play the way we played in the quarter final and the semi final over a season, because it was too sort of too high risk, shall we say. It's an impossible way to play like that. So you want to take elements of it, but certainly you want to sort of have the firm foundations of you know, a solid set piece and, you know, solid sort of maul game, very solid defence. So nothing really changes in rugby.
I mean, right, look, God, you've been around the block a bit. You've been on the BSR journey many, many years. Great thing about this league is we get a load of new viewers and a load of new players based on the cyclical nature of university. And Cardiff Met would be a name that they've heard. It's associated with many famous professional players. The latest, Luke Northmore, who made his England debut in the summer out in Argentina. So,
yeah, I got you, Leo.
Tell us.
Tell you what, I did a few laps of Rodney Parade that day on the interviews. And do you know what I did to recharge the batteries? I got some milk in me, because BUCS are proud to be supporting the Milk Every Moment campaign. And we're highlighting the nutritional value of milk and how it can support students on their sporting journey. And I can tell you what, some of the players of Nottingham and Loughborough could do with vitamins B2, B5, B12 and all the other big ones like calcium, iodine, potassium and phosphorus when they finish this bruising encounter at Highfields. Here we go. It's Loughborough, the reigning champions, leading Nottingham, the hosts, 29 points to 14. It's the African Violet who've looked so breezy ball in hand this evening. They haven't been greedy with the possession, but they've been efficient, that's for sure. Hulse.
Hey, stop!
In ahead of Brian today. Oh, that's nice. And Conge latching on. And Conge beats another, just clinging to the bootstraps. And eventually the blind side's down. Here comes Big Bennett, blasting through another chasm. Cusick looks to go route one, jolting shot, stops in the track. Gourlay leaves the package behind, and off go Nottingham. Foot race. Oh, that howls.
Very well tracked back.
Caught by Temperley. That was a try saver.
Yeah.
But Loughborough still dazed, disorganised. Nottingham with numbers, one over the top. Alex Garrett loves to score from these positions, but only just makes it into the 22. That's a penalty for interfering with the scrum half. end to end in the opening 2 minutes.
Nottingham need to convert on this opportunity early on.
Short side being explored. Congested areas, tight handling, big boys hurtling into other humans. Now it's Adidiran. Oh, beautifully smuggled, but somehow it is down. Yes, it's the try.
What a try.
Yes, it's the spark for the green and gold. And yes, Highfield is alive once more with the optimism of victory.
What a try.
So when
I
there's
thought
a rough,
the
nice they use
Loughborough defence did well there to
I'll
almost
count
hold it
to
up,
five
but
myself.
yeah, the power Harry
I've already
Williams
got my degree.
overcame that.
So I can count to 5. You haven't got yours yet, so you work on it.
Oh man, how a match, how a passage can change
Exactly.
in the blink of a pass.
Yeah, and a properly coast-to-coast rugby there.
How good are Wednesdays? Where else would you be? BUCS Super Rugby live stream or down at the games, of course. There are going to be 5,000 triple lively Cardiff and Cardiff Met supporters at the Cardiff Arms Park next week. If you're in the capital, or even if you're a short hop across the bridge, why don't you get yourself down there and feel alive watching these unbelievable students. Swing Dance Society, taster at 7. I think we might have missed it.
Just hold it 10, the timing's off. Charlie, you happy?
Tell you what, there'll be some dancing in.
Okay, mate, thank you.
What are the clubs in Nottingham? It's like long
there's
time since I
plenty to
flexed
go
that.
at.
Yeah. Where's the hot spot on a Wednesday?
Oh, great take. Probably Crisis for
9
uni off
use!
students. Yeah, Crisis on the balcony.
Right. Nottingham right back in it, 21 points to 29. Oh, that's a gorgeous dummy.
No.
One that deserved a fully fledged break, but still, Gourlay made a few metres. Hulse. Little bit ponderous, and well, Cusick's got no one behind him, so he has to go boot to ball.
Back off.
Missed. Volleyballed around. Dave Rogers would know how to commentate that. And then a show and a hit from Max Bignall.
You're in front, lads. Hold on.
Simpson. His feet are so good, such a balanced runner. You can see that time that he spent at fullback, even though he's got 10 on his back tonight. And Sweeting, a little quieter than we're used to from the outside centre.
No.
Getting a meaningful carry in the first 5 of the second half. A lot of bodies to kick that one through. Somehow, Nottingham are first to it. And now Ed Harvey comes tentacling through and gets his hands on Blinkhorn. So most phases that Nottingham have really put together in this match.
Don't play the 9! You're off your feet and you've pushed the 9.
It's a different Nottingham side that's come out after half time, isn't it?
It is. Well, let's take a look at this try, Will, because this is everything that's Nottingham that are about forwards and backs working in harmony. Oh, yes!
Yeah, you're good there, thank you, Juan.
Williams gets the score, but Adidiran gets the plaudits for the out the back offload.
Good contest.
Real good contest. Denman there squabbling with Glanville, and it's the open side who's pinched the ball. Cusick, lovely weave, but doesn't do enough to escape the clutches
12
of Stenner.
If he does it and I see it, I'll penalise it, okay?
Will Stenner with the tackle. By the way, Will Stenner last year was playing in the 5th team in the back row, and now he's starting at prop in BSR. That is the stories. I mean, we love you becoming a pro player, Will, but that's the stories that we really love. 5th to 1st and a positional switch in there as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think so at Nottingham it's something that in a sort of strange way we pride ourselves on. I think from in the past when we've been in BUCS Prem, no end of players went from playing basically for every team in the club, working their way up as a fresher, and then playing sort of second and third team in second year, and then first team in third year. But yeah, no, Will's done really well, sort of credit to his hard work, and as I said, sort of credit to the setup that Nottingham have got, where they're able to sort of give people these opportunities to play, and as you can see, he's taking it.
It's another miss from Simpson. That's
Inside.
2 eminently kickable penalties, and that is returned with some interest. 6 points from the tee from Simpson that usually you'd be expecting to sail over.
What colour? 1, 3 and 9 Loughborough, yeah?
Well, this is going to be interesting because arguably,
Lads, we're making subs.
Loughborough have their premier props on the bench. 1, 3 and 9 coming off. So Murphy, Bignall and Hulse being replaced by Eric Nixon wearing 17. He was out in Hong Kong.
Your man's going to set it.
Last year playing for Hong Kong Scottish, England students previously. And Connor Van Lyle, who started the final last year. He was player of the match in victory against Nottingham last season. And Sam Bryan,
be careful.
who started the final last year. He is a classy operator, played 3 years at Saracens before coming to uni, gave the professional dream a try, straight out of school.
Watch it.
And it's his first game back after pulling a hamstring at the Celestial Sevens.
Okay, mate, you might do, it might be the masts. There you go, fella. 2 green. 2 green sub, please. Who's coming?
Buster Wilkins departs the field to be replaced by Ollie Jones on debut. King's back educated. He's the kind of hooker who likes to throw his weight around in the loose.
Right arm, keep it there.
And he comes on with the match.
Captain, there you go, Captain. Get out.
Just a swirling body of African violet jerseys chewing their way through the turf to the Nottingham 22. But with all the talk and all the swirling, Nottingham look to have infiltrated, held it up, and it's ultimately great more defence from Unruh.
Yes, mate, yeah. Okay.
Will, like for you, there is that a win, even though you've conceded sort of 10, 15 metres?
Yeah, no, I'd definitely say so. Ultimately, you haven't conceded, obviously haven't conceded any tries or anything.
It might just go away.
To concede a maul try, sort of, you take it quite personally as a forward, especially if you're sort of a tight forward as well.
Let's go!
So yeah, I definitely won't see that as a loss in any way. Managed to, as I say,
time out. There's your mark. Let's build. Off we go.
What would you say is the key tenet of maul defence? Because you know, to the average spectator, it just looks like chaos in there.
For me, I think as anyone's coach, it's just sort of hitting it early. Obviously, not too early that you get sent for a rest, but just getting across the line and hitting early, and then ultimately at the end of the day, it's just about hitting it and getting your weight through.
It's just a big alpha battle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Far side to ground.
Well, fresh front row.
Tight head to ground.
Connor Van Lyle penalised immediately to the tune of a penalty. That's
use the
not
10 metre line, lads,
the
please.
kind of meterage that Simpson was after, I don't think.
Fellas, use the halfway. Ball's coming.
But it is Nottingham ball, trailing by 8. They were down by 15 at the break. But a Williams try has changed that. Anvil, Simpson, an untimely juggle. I don't know how.
Recover that somehow.
I don't know how he's managed to emerge with that.
Yeah, take him back in. There's no tackle. Use!
Blinkhorn. He's under a bit of pressure from Jack Murphy,
Timing's good.
who I think has come on as well. Maybe a
Tackle,
half-time
Green, leave
pace.
him. Thank you.
Jack Murphy, fresher, 6'10", by the way. In Congate, not quite as high, but maybe as wide. He is a strong lad. And so too, Panessa, very north-south.
Take him back.
In style of centre. Cusick with an interesting kick. One bouncing out. Not quite a 50-22.
Yeah. Time off.
Just a bit of the rhythm
Happy edge of the paint for
taken from the
Loughborough, yeah.
game the last couple of minutes. Well, like what you know, as a player when you're out there and the game's really sort of flowing and surging, you know where you're at. But when it gets to this bitty period, how do you find that as a player?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. Sort of, you just sort of, it's hard. I think especially as a forwards sort of point of view, I think if the backs kick the ball a lot and sort of the balls with the backs a lot, it's obviously hard to sort of feel like you're getting back into the game, especially after the break, just after half time. So I think from a forwards point of view, something like that, more turnover and stuff like that, something you really want to get stuck into, and just sort of try and get hands on the ball.
You'll be edge of the paint, but we're not ready yet. Huh? It'll be edge of the paint. Just going to see what's happening over here. Okay. Yeah, if he's injured, they can take their time and make sure he's okay. Is the player on?
Well, this is the very first minute of the first half where alarm bells are ringing for Nottingham until this intercept. Brilliant chase back from Templey as well. Threw himself in for the counter up, but that speed of ruck ball, this is what Unruck thrive on, transition ball.
Yeah, exactly right. This is what Paul Westgate's coach is. Obviously, a walk-in pretty much for Templey, but obviously we get the turnover and just like that we're down the other end under the posts.
And really such a key moment as well. But ultimately a 14-point swing. Had Loughborough gotten over.
Yeah.
Very busy performance from Ollie Barker. This is the bit. Oh yeah. Brilliant last-ditch attempt from Gourlay and Murphy, but to no avail. And Nottingham still chasing the game, but from not quite as far. They've had a couple of penalties from in front that haven't gone over. How telling will that be in? Come
still knock-on advantage, lads. We're just going backwards.
The wash-up at the end. These games are always so fierce.
Kicked it, advantage over.
Always so close as well. You don't need to bother looking at where these sides are at in the table when they come to clash.
Just stay where you are.
Never finished lower than 8th, never higher than 7th. Steady Eddie since coming up 3 seasons ago. Notable alumni Rob Carmichael playing up at Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Did you get to play with Rob?
Yes, I did. Yeah, so I played with him this fixture 2 years ago and played all through that
free kick on
season
15.
until he got picked up by Edinburgh from Tigers. He was in the Tigers Senior Academy with Archie van der Fleer and other.
Yeah, Archie van der Fleer.
And
tackle Green, all move. Good, well done. Ball's available.
And then he headed up to Edinburgh. He's obviously Scottish qualified, so I think he's looking to exploit that.
No hands.
A well-trodden professional path for second rows from Unruck, and not forgetting
knock-on advantage.
The legend James Cherry as well, who's finally bowed out from co-coms to allow another man a sniff.
Tackle now, Loughborough. Ball's available. Still in. Green, use! No. Advantage over.
Gourlay. Claims and pirouettes.
Tackle now, Green! Well done.
Met by some more muscular and committed defence. It's definitely been a notch up for Nottingham.
It's outside. Use!
But
You're in
Loughborough
front. Let's retreat in front.
and their try-scoring designs are always looming large. Big aerial battle, engaging. Howes does well initially, spills, fly hack through. Gourlay gets a gift, shows a bit deft touch, but
Surely not.
he's bounced
Not
that.
coming goal,
Gourlay's trying to dupe the referee. Got called immediately.
9. Stop.
But game on, and Loughborough now attacking down the left side. Snaking run from Sam Bryan. Cut off at the ankles. Panessa, he's impressed, hasn't he? Real down and dirty style of centre. And that is an ill-judged pick-up from Lawrence Adediran. There we go, we're going to get the replay here. Did Gourlay plant this? I think no. You think no?
No, I'm doubting.
He
doubting
thinks yes.
On the line, lads.
He did seem very confident with his celebration, Elliot, didn't he?
Nice touch.
Make sure they hit the deck.
Absolutely no way. Absolutely
I think
no way.
bit of wishful,
They go, oh no!
Yeah, wishful celebration.
We needed to see the wishful celebration there. Yeah. Loughborough still camping on Nottingham's line. 3 metres away. The Gourlay no try may not matter. As Loughborough go to the pack. Too much pressure on the pass and
That's
spill
massive for Nottingham,
forward.
that is. Absolutely massive. Did well to sack that maul at source and ultimately force the error.
Well, we spoke about mini moments.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a massive one, isn't it?
I think along with the try just before half time, that's going to be massive in terms of the result.
Like the emotional boost that gives you as a team as well.
Yeah, I think as a forward in moments like these, sort of your 15 minutes after half time, there's still a fair bit of the game to go, you're going to be pretty tired. So yeah, an emotional boost like that is going to be massive.
Dusting himself down, Stenner. Gravesend RFC's finest. Try scorer against Nottingham Trent. That was his first team debut in that pre-season friendly. So that's how far he's come from the lowly but no doubt legendary fifths.
Yeah, good. From
Are they the beating heart
knock
of
on
the
by
club?
Loughborough.
Yeah, and there's certainly so
Green
many unrucked
Time
legends
on.
been through the fifth team.
They'll be in crisis later, won't they?
Yeah, they're definitely, certainly crisis warriors.
Yeah. I imagine they'll be in crisis tomorrow morning as well when they wake up.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Well, since the introduction of Nixon and Van Laar, the scrum has gone south for Loughborough. Back-to-back penalties.
On the tee.
And I should mention as well that is there a bit of fresh personnel on there for Nottingham as well?
Yeah, Tabs McCann's has come on.
Got another ball on. Let's get rid of that ball. Yeah, you're good there, thank you.
In place of Roman Constantino, I think. Yeah, I don't know what Paul Westgate and Ben Glanville said to the boys at half time, but yeah, it's a different team that have come out, isn't it?
Love to know what a Paul Westgate hairdryer treatment is like. I only get to see sort of the nice side of him, but I imagine there's a fearsome tiger.
Yeah, no, certainly so. Yeah, Freddie Vaughan hair dryer treatment was something as well.
Freddie Vaughan as well, yeah?
Yeah. He liked getting stuck into a few boys.
Okay, yeah, cheers.
Nice as pie outside the changing rooms. Freddie Vaughan. Jekyll and Hyde
Come on,
captain.
stay there, purple.
He's playing at Rossin Park
Yeah,
now,
he is.
isn't he?
Yeah,
Rossin Park
yeah,
in
so
National
he
2.
obviously at Nottingham for 4 years.
Good contact.
Got them promoted in when he was a fresher, so 4 years ago.
Whoa, that's what you call a Gary. Kieran Perkins bulldozing Loughborough defenders. That's a oh, sir, let the boys play.
I think that was flat at best.
Wow. You've seen leniency given to those passes. Right,
Yeah.
here we go, Will. What's your call on
I'm
this?
staying here. I'm staying here.
Whoa. Yeah, looks flat at best from this angle, doesn't it?
I think back in the day when Super Rugby first got broadcast up here, they used to call that Super Rugby flat.
Yeah.
Super
A
12
bit of
flat.
leniency.
Yeah. Just let anything go back in the day.
Crouch!
It's a shame because that was a nice opening
Yeah. It would have been.
for Nottingham.
Bill, quicker, off we go.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to give Alex Garrett any space.
Crouch! Bye! Set!
Wow. It looked like it was one-way traffic. Let's listen in on
Looks
this.
like
This
he's
is
going
going
to
to be
reach for his
interesting.
pocket.
So I've got 3 penalties against you. We've had going down under pressure, we've had hinging, and now you're pulling on the arm and driving inside. No more from you, thank you.
Oh, bottled that.
I notice you're saying that from here,
18,
far
pulling
away.
down, driving in.
But, I mean, really, really clear view of where he's going wrong.
Yeah,
3
18
penalties
sub,
back
please.
to back.
Yeah,
You're good there.
You thought,
That is-
oh, wow,
that's
there
interesting.
you go.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we'll wait. Hold him there. Hold him.
Max
Green,
Bignall, feet up, kettle on, peppermint tea,
Yeah, he's
Lads,
been
when-
about
when
to
you had a
be
cut down, we
brewed,
stopped it, didn't we? Okay.
has been
Thank you.
told to have a bit of Red Bull and get back
Yeah.
out there instead. And Conor Van Laal, face of thunder, but a picture-changing replacement from Martin Webdale, because he could sense,
into
as
it.
could we all, that Loughborough were about to lose a player.
You're in
Brian.
front. Purple in front. Yeah.
Exceptional scrum half, just knows when to play, knows when to deliver. Simpson, exceptional runner. You love to see him in full flight. So elusive.
Contest.
Sweeting just holds it on that beat longer and then zips it wide. Holds the defence tight. Adediran, the creator of the sole try of the half, and had any points for nigh on 20 minutes. Cunningham feints right, scoops inside.
Use!
Not enough of a gap for Garrett to get through. How about that for a jackal?
17,
Unbelievable.
holding on.
And that, although centre of the field, sort of feels like a significant one as well, because Nottingham were building. Loughborough and Ben Taylor's boot punished them all the way back to their 22.
yeah, no, I think you're right, Burns. Obviously, Nottingham getting a bit of confidence there, having a bit more of the ball and obviously holding on to it as well. I think the tide was changing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'd say that Jack Murphy's a good candidate here. You can see him in the black scrum hat
Yeah.
at 6'10" on the books
Throw
of
him up.
Saris. He wants it, and he gets it.
Maul! Three's fine. Three's fine.
Again, another good defensive maul set from Nottingham.
They wanted
Says,
referee
ball
Tim
hit me.
Allett on the crash, but
Yeah.
wasn't keen.
Ball hit
And
me. Purple in possession.
so we get a scrum, and it's the first time we're seeing the
Worst
combination now of Bignall and Nixon
No job.
after
Okay, lads, got your mark. Let's go. Left
Van
front.
Laal got the shepherd's
There's your
crook
mark.
after 3 penalties. How do things unfold now? Penalty for Loughborough now. Would be a Webdale masterstroke.
It would, wouldn't it? But, yeah. Big moment.
Interesting penalty against
Craig!
Simpin Bignall.
Bye! Set! Hughes, good.
Solid as a rock.
Solid, yeah.
Cusick to the line. Invites a big left shoulder.
Ball's out.
Ball nice and pacey for Taylor to dip his shoulder. The blitz was hard from Nottingham, so the option's cut off. Now, against the grain, dismissive carry from Bennett, who's had a brilliant game. It's menacing everything that he's done, both sides of the ball. Cusick, growing, Sweeting, Siding, penalty on Ruck.
13 holding on. Edge of the paint, Loughborough. Backwards off green.
It's a real good line-out contest, actually.
It is, isn't it? It's always in the second hour, it's good to see.
Front nine, if it kicks it, be careful.
Well, we see a launch play from Nottingham. Don't feel like we've seen loads. That's forward from Sweeting. Doesn't get caught, and then it does. Good pickup from Matty Walker.
Just waiting for a ball, lads, and we'll build, okay? Little point. Okay, ball's coming up the come, lads. There's your mark. Crouch! Bye! Set!
Sam Bryant, third and final year, receives it from Ed Harvey. And who's this? New face onto the field. And Loughborough making some gentle inroads. Flipped out the back, Cusick gets whacked. Knocked on, then collected. There was a lot of limbs in there. Denman selling that dummy again. And again,
tackle!
For the first time since the first half, Loughborough beginning to burst some tackles. Cusick spots some room, but there's not enough.
Don't come round.
When Lawrence Adediran is there. Now on ruck break.
Yes. Come in, John.
Possession changing hands so frequently now.
It is, isn't it?
Ball's out, yeah.
I feel like Loughborough are just beginning to nullify that pressure that Nottingham are putting on them. And another
penalty to Loughborough, and that is in a position to be driven into the corner and really do some damage. Or you're thinking points here, Will?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what
Number 9, holding on.
What the decision is here. So obviously Nottingham's maul defence has been really effective.
That clock's out for me. 13. Watch
okay,
it.
Webdale amongst the many VIPs. Oh, hit all the way dead.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Scrum back on 26.
Wish we'd had the camera on Martin Webdale for just 10 seconds longer there.
Cool. Who do you want off, Charlie? Number 8, sub please, number 8, purple.
That could be an important moment for Loughborough, that could be.
Ed Harvey is replaced by a fresher for his debut, Seb Rodriguez-Davis. Swansea lad.
Okay, Nottingham, let's go.
A nuggety, hard West Walian.
I haven't given you the line. 17, don't get
according to my intel reports.
Pull down now, you've got rid of him. Keep it up, okay?
Big fishing enthusiast as well.
Time on.
And the first BUCS Super Rugby bow in African violet for Rodriguez Davis.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Loughborough still with this 2-score cushion though, and very much in the ascendancy now at scrum time. There was only one way Tim Allerton was going on that occasion.
Under pressure.
And that Max Bignall substitution.
Looks as if they're going to the corner again.
Yeah, it's beginning to look more and more inspired. This time,
Time off. Time off.
Taylor hits the
1,
corner.
8 and 12 green, please. 1, 8, 12. Yeah. 1,
Gabe
8
Welton.
and 12, please.
On as replacement tight head, Niall Moore on for a BUCS Super Rugby debut, having started against Trent. Welsh lad who came through the Cardiff ranks. Harry Williams making way, and so too Will Stenner. Big moment in the match.
Tackle, green away.
Time
Good,
for
well done.
Unruh to put their shoulders to the grindstone.
Tackle, green.
Will Tinley,
always
another
available.
Super Rugby debut there in the midfield, latching on
Tackle.
to the Loughborough runner.
Off the ball, Lee. Knock on
Panessa
advantage.
coughs up the ball, and it's another moment where Unruh repel the mighty
You were never
Loughborough.
going that far. Knock on 13 in the tackle. Okay, there's your mark. Let's go.
So our clock not always sort of Greenwich Mean
Clock's
Time
ticking, you need to go. Be
precision,
ready.
but we're pretty much there or thereabouts. We're into the final 10 minutes, and we have all the ingredients for a classic Wednesday BUCS Super Rugby finale.
Bind! Set!
8 points the difference. Loughborough pressing. Loughborough
Ball's out now.
pulverising in the scrum, and that is uncomfortable ball for any back row to work with.
Still in.
Suffocated on their own try line.
Thank you.
Nottingham
No, 17, stop it.
scrap for a refrain. Simpson gets a catch from the fingertips of Sam Bryan. It only goes as far as Gourlay. Gourlay surveys the scene, looks to weave through, but dragged down before he reaches the 22. There's going to be some tired bodies, some fatigued minds. One flying up, rolling an intercept dice, and Taylor made the right call by keeping it in hand. No way through for Loughborough right now. Oh, that's a really tough roll-away penalty. And Congate powering through the Unruh challenges. Little switch inside to Finch. Bryan
Penalty advantage.
just driving that tempo. Slipped out the back. Gourlay injecting himself. Temperley. Took a bevy of bodies to drag him down. Now it's Easterby. He's been a live wire all game, and this could be the moment for the champions to see off their Midlands rivals. Denman already a try to his name. Pick and go. Lungs busting. Lactic pumping. Nottingham with their backs to the wall. Taylor has to dance back inside. Bryan asks Cusick to launch it wide. Finch can't jink his way across. Panessa, who's just been a blunderbuss all night, He can't fight through.
Still got advantage, that's why we're playing on.
With the advantage.
Still penalty advantage, lads.
Anything Nottingham do now is still going to result in a Loughborough penalty. Big impact. 10 metres from the line now. Nottingham need to stay sharp. But a defensive edge was almost busted by Gawley. I don't know how he was denied. Round the corner they go. Nottingham's defensive door splintering.
No, short! Bring the ball back.
Resolute.
Bring it back. Bring it back. That was fine. That was fine. That's good.
All that,
Leo,
it took all 6'10"
foul play
of Jack Murphy to reach across for a try-on debut, and maybe, just maybe, put this headliner beyond doubt.
You can have 10 after the kick. You can have 10 after the kick.
Wow.
Yeah, some great defence there from Nottingham. Alex Garrett sliding in at the end there, but not quite enough for
8.
Yeah, to hold them out.
7, yeah.
This kick's important. The difference 13. This makes it a 3-score game. And it is. The 15-point difference from half-time reinstated.
Just under 7.
34 minutes later. Just under 7 minutes to go. The instructions
Captain,
from the referee.
The clock's wrong. You've got 7 minutes on the game. Okay. Yeah. Thank God
So there is still time. Nottingham are probably thinking bonus points. One more required for the try scorer.
Backwards off purple.
And can they get to within 7? Wow. That'll do very nicely indeed. Kickoffs have been outstanding from Nottingham all night.
They haven't they? Very competitive, I know.
Forwards.
Yeah, Kieran Perkins and Alex Garrett have been making themselves busy.
Just a
Prodded to 7 metres shy.
Goal line, Loughborough.
Feels an eternity that Nottingham were down here. Can Loughborough remember how to steel themselves defensively with the green and gold
sideways
at the gates? They peel, they drive, they propel themselves to always so near. Brilliant defence from Loughborough.
Back foot.
Low shoulders.
Tackle short.
Round to the left. They cog. Body position far too high and going nowhere, but African violet jerseys being absorbed.
Tackle again.
It's unbelievable defence on the line.
Great defence
from Loughborough. Sweeting. Different style of drive.
Advantage.
Wins the collision.
On the floor,
gets the penalty
advantage.
Now it's Mason. He slings a loose one. A kick to Chaos. An inviting one that Finch cuts off before Walker can latch on.
Not quite. Some unbelievable defence from Loughborough there around the ruck.
Yep.
Wow, taken so quick. The camera's missed it.
Perkins goes over.
Kieran Perkins, the vice-captain. The workhorse of Unruck is the bonus point. 4 tries up. Conversion slotted in an instant. And Nottingham 28, Loughborough 36. 8 points the difference. The win isn't in the bag. There's more to come.
Time is off for being slow. Yeah. Right. Just under 4. Time on.
Glanville, the captain,
Tackle! Loughborough
Set
away.
upon by a hungry
there.
Loughborough chase. Word of warning, Will, you've got to start thinking about your player of the match as well.
Still in, no.
We'll come to that in good time. Clearance from Jonty Nichols. BSR debut for the fresher. Big carry from Eric Nixon. A lot of promise in Eric Nixon. Think he's going to be catching the eyes of some clubs potentially. Howes has defused every bomb sent his way tonight. Sweeting links up with Nichols.
Do I need to stop for a head injury?
Nichols whips it away. Tinley and...
I've been told to stop for a head injury, lads. I've been told to stop for a head injury.
And safety first.
Okay. Just keep that mark.
Brian Sweeting takes the opportunity to get a stretch on himself, and I think out there Ben Glanville is too.
Yeah, there'll be a few sore bodies, I'm
yeah,
sure.
Three.
It's
3 minutes.
a vast improvement in track out here. They've undergone a big development. They found they found a rogue drain pipe underneath the pitch when they dug it up.
Yeah, I think there must have been a benefactor come from somewhere as well. But yeah, hopefully gone are the days have come, or even October, November, when then up at halfway it's like a bit of a cabbage patch.
Yeah,
it was only last year.
I believe that busted pipe might have been leading from one of the changing rooms. Actually, I'm led to believe. Yeah, Nottingham had to play quite a few of their games. Leicester Forest.
That's it. Yeah, okay. I think.
Thank you, lads.
But to be honest, yeah, sort of probably
Charlie, let's send
either side of Christmas. So sort of 3 or 4 games would go and play down there or on the second team pitch.
Yeah. There's.
Right, okay. Are they all injured? Have we got no more loose heads?
Tamsin McCann's leading the field. He's 40th student president last year.
Okay. Yeah, it's a 23-man squad, so we're not replacing him. Okay.
Looking in a beaten up way.
Yeah, okay. Lads, there's no front row replacement that's fit and available, so we're going uncontested. We're going back in line with the AR there.
All right, so.
Good there, yeah.
Uncontested scrums for the remainder of the match.
If you just come on. Yeah. You can't come on. No, you can't come on. 23-man squad, so we can't replace you. Yeah, but if you're fit, then we go contested. Right. We're either contested or we're not. If we're putting front row replacement on, we're going to contest. Okay. There's your mark.
That's what you want. That's what you want to book in here, innit? That's what you want to book in here. Let's go now.
It's contested, yeah.
Oi, that's your bread and butter, boy. Let's go.
Safe to say from the language out there that everyone's fired up for this scrum.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Loughborough continue to marmalise this Nottingham scrum. The Max Bignall substitution has been the game changer, really.
It has, hasn't it? Properly changed the tide for the Loughborough side.
2 minutes.
And I think Loughborough are looking to consolidate their lead.
Yeah, I think probably so.
Interesting one though, because I mean it's an 8-point. It is an 8-point difference at the moment. 2-score game. This kick makes it 11. It doesn't. It doesn't change things materially that much. Eats into the clock, and you know. You need 2 tries rather than 2 tries and maybe a penalty. But Big Davison, by the way, this is his debut. South African, educated at Michael House School, Natal. And he has brought a cannon attached to his right boot on the fly. That is a sweetly struck three-pointer with the minimum of fuss.
Tally taking them to 39.
And the captain looks on with slightly more relaxed face, but there's still some anxiety there. Our clock says a minute to go. I think there might be a shade more on the wrist of Tim Allen. Loughborough managed to take that ball from the kickoff. Gourlay is just so solid, so rarely makes a mistake. That's execution or decision making. Nottingham a bit short on this short side, but Brian's going to box clear and tell the green and gold that they're going to have to run it back. Eminently contestable. Finch is there, wraps up his opposite man, and then slides through as well to create that additional bit of disruption.
Vantage high, 12. 12 you're high, you're always upright.
Going high. Tap and go. Here's the tempo from Walker.
Tackle, release.
Stenner. No one buying that dummy. This is Narmore. Missed out in favour of Adediran. Mason. Daniel. Nottingham. See the ball crowbarred from the hip. Finch is such a difficult man to scamper free from in close quarters. His feet as good as anyone's.
Tackle! You got penalty advantage, 21. It's back over there, near the 15.
Well, time is drifting away. The inside ball is red and will come back. And
That's
Nottingham
two in a row, Loughborough,
surely got to send this to the corner.
There, yeah, okay, mate. We can go, lads. He's down, but we can play.
11 the difference.
No, mate, no.
Nottingham need a try for a losing bonus.
19, high. 2 in a row, no more. 2 in a row, upright. Time's dead.
Right, after this passage, it's player of the match time, Will. I've left it a little bit late, but I think we can squeeze it in.
On me, on me, on me!
Time off. Which number? 15.
Time off.
Number
Will,
15,
player of the match. A few notable mentions and then the main man.
Yeah, so I think from the Nottingham side, quite a few boys just
Who's 15?
put their hands up. I think Alex Garrett's
coming off
been
at the back.
obviously formidable in the air. Kieran Perkins has been busy.
Okay, cancel. Stay on.
loose.
Stay on.
And then, yeah, for the Loughborough side, I think...
Sorry, lads, confusion on the bench.
Owen Evans obviously started well. Unfortunate for him to go off, but yeah, I thought he started really well. And similarly, Yande Nkoye, I thought he's had a really, really good game. But for me, my man of the match is James Bennett. I think he's been outstanding today. Obviously, yeah, fellow second row. I think he's been really busy, putting himself about. And yeah, I think he's done really, really well.
Looking after the engine room, James Bennett, the BUCS Super Rugby player of the match. But is there a sting in this unrocked tail as they quest for a losing bonus point? Round the corner they go. Fast hands, a fingertip take.
No hands
from Ollie Jones. And Nottingham 4 metres from another match point on the opening day. Sweeting, double teamed, slammed to the deck, but still the green jerseys come. Oh, back into the heavy traffic. The tackling easy in there. Jones again. Prominent. Look at the urgency of Loughborough. They don't want to give their Midlands rivals anything. Now it's House. Oh, just the
Yes, fine.
Round the ankles. The steal is good. Busick kicks it dead. And look at the roar from Elliot Gourlay. They know they've been in a dogfight here at Highfields.
Hold on.
An opening night of blood and thunder from Loughborough and Nottingham, who always deliver at the headliner. But the headline writers are writing a win for the champions on opening night. It wasn't perfect for the African Violets, but it's a full 5 match points with a try scoring bonus. Nottingham take a losing one, a try scoring one, I beg your pardon. And there are auspicious signs of the season to come for both sides. Will, your synopsis of what we've just enjoyed there?
Yeah, it's almost as if history is repeating itself from 2 years ago. I think Loughborough will be pleased with how they performed today. Although sort of in that 20 minutes post half time, Nottingham sort of came back into the game. Loughborough did well to nullify that and obviously get the win.
And a little word about James Bennett. We didn't really get to give him the full big up there because Nottingham were building, but yeah, James Bennett was unbelievable, wasn't
I think he had a really, really good game. Obviously doing a lot of the unsung work, doing really well in the loose, and yeah, carrying hard, tackling hard. Yeah, just really solid game.
Yeah, lots to like about James Bennett, National 2 Player of the Season last year, but looking like he's going to be a firm fixture in the Super Rugby side as we get a chance to look at the try lights, plenty of them, as is always the way on a Super Wednesday. This one was without doubt the pick of the bunch. We didn't have to wait long for it. And, you know, off the top, Temperley in linking up with Rowe. And how about this for a finish?
That'll be in the highlights reel, won't it?
Not bad for a first touch of the game, is it?
No, certainly not. Certainly not.
And yeah, I think that, you know, sort of Nottingham, they were, I don't know, that they were just flat, weren't they?
They were
in the first 20 minutes.
They struggled in those.
They allowed Loughborough to get away from them.
Yeah, in those first few passages, I think they were probably slower out the blocks than Loughborough were. But then I'd counter that by saying Nottingham obviously came out after half time a lot better. But yeah.
Well, Joe Panessa, who had the carry there, very impressive. He was on placement last year playing for Rams in National 1. There he is, player of the match, James Bennett. It's one thing being a big man in the second row, but the way he threw himself around both sides of the ball,
yeah,
like
definitely.
Incredible, just general presence, wasn't it?
No, definitely. As you say, sort of playing National 2 last year, James obviously hoping to make this his main season in the Super BUCS. Yeah, exciting things ahead, I'm sure.
And well, as the lights went down, the quality did not. Jay Denman will be watching this on replay.
Yeah, rightly so. It's a great finish.
On the short bus ride home, won't he? Very busy performance to the open side. Dan Eckersley, a pretty big boots to fill. Very different style of 7 to Eckersley, your down and dirty 7, which is probably the role being played by Nkonge, and Denman a little bit lither and faster across the field. This was a key try right at the death, and this is the one that really gave Nottingham hope, wasn't it? They sort of felt that, right, they've got a foothold, they've got a couple of tries, they're going to come out firing in the second half. And, well, they sure did. Alarm bells are ringing because it was Loughborough looking like they were going to stretch that 15-point lead. But a massive moment here that really delivered the game to us, wasn't it?
No, definitely.
That intercept, the burst from Howells, putting him in position, and this was gorgeous from Adediran. Harry Williams, the lucky recipient of a wonderful bit of skill from the open side. The Loughborough, you said yourself, a bit of history repeating itself, maybe from years gone by. Like Nottingham very much in the game, in the fight, but ultimately Loughborough having that bit more. Like, what is it about them?
I don't know, obviously, yeah, Nottingham showed a lot of promise in that. Obviously not quite enough to get the win, but no, you're right. Obviously, Loughborough will be pleased how they did. They simply, I think, held onto the ball better and for longer than Nottingham did and converted their opportunities.
Well, I assure you that this is a try. Oh, there it is. We missed it at the time because they went so quickly and we were looking at the potential cross-field grubber. That was the try bonus point for Nottingham, but ultimately no losing bonus point for them. So, final score, the champions get off to a win, 5 match points, and that's all she wrote at Highfield. Right, so final score here, Nottingham 28, Loughborough 39. I'm going to dive off and find the player of the match and the Loughborough coach, and we're going to show you how Big Bucks Wednesday went in 2025.
Here we go, it's a dangerous show. Leave it all on the floor, let's roll. History's made by the bold and the brave, and the chances you take, let's roll. Everybody stand up, come together. Now it's time to let the whole world know. Here we come, rapping ready to run till the battle is won, let's go. Stomp your feet, shake the stands, make some noise, this is your chance. Bang the drum, get up and dance, this is your moment. Clap your hands, clap your hands. Clap your hands. Let's see you dance. Clap your hands. Stand up, come together. Make it loud, everyone in the crowd. Join in the sound, let's go. Stomp your feet. Shake the stands. Make some noise. This is your chance. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands.
Bucks Big Wednesday will be coming up bigger and better and buxier in 2026. How's my lids was the question that Jay's almost as good as your game out there. Player of the match, game recognised game. How'd you find out there, mate?
Yeah, no, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I mean, I'm still blowing a bit, but yeah, quick game. Notts really brought the tempo, and yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that.
We'll take that. We'll take that. Will, what is it that you particularly enjoyed about James's performance? And it means an awful lot coming from you because you actually know what you're talking about, whereas I don't. And you know, you're the blueprint, having come from uni to now Bristol Bears.
Yeah, no, I think just as fellow second row, I think just that worked great and getting stuck into all areas really. Sort of loads of carries, loads of tackles, and just doing all the unsung work.
Mentioned that you're blowing after that performance, pretty all action. What's the overriding sense for you and the lads there? Relief or job done? How do you feel? Because that was in the balance for a long time.
Yeah. No, I think we made it tough for ourselves at the time. I'd say the game plan was to control the first 20 minutes, and I think we did that to some extent. But Notts really brought the tempo, especially in the second half. So glad to hang in there. But we'll move on to next week, I think.
For you personally, well, you got a couple of mentions about this. Should we get it in one more time? National 2 Player of the Season last year. Well, what's the step up like
You know, what's the difference in national team? You're playing against men there, you're playing against students here. Completely different personalities to the league. What's it like?
I'd say just the tempo and the pace of the game. It's definitely a step up, I'd say. National League, it's physical, probably toughened me up a bit. I was probably a bit soft in the first year, but yeah, playing a bit in National League really did toughen me up a bit. So yeah, really good win. Thank you.
And just to embarrass our guests here a little bit more as well. You see what Will's done? Obviously, he's still studying at the moment. I think he's probably relieved that he's not playing BUCS Super Rugby, because he would have had to deal with you tonight. But do you look at Will and you think, well, that's what my career could become. I'm here now playing Super Rugby, and that these big leaps actually aren't that big, because one second you can be playing BUCS and the next you can be sort of in the mix for a pro club.
No, exactly, yeah. I definitely sort of take Will as a role model. I actually went to school with him. So,
he's rigged! It was rigged!
No, not at all. No. Yeah, definitely take Rampers as a role model and stuff. And I'm just happy. I'm just going to have to keep on playing my own game and see what happens.
All right, it's the Stewart's inquiry.
No,
rigged,
no, I veto
rigged
that.
player of the match. I can't believe. Okay, look, you are the player. No, you've definitely got that award. It's a fine performance, a fine debut, and we'll be seeing you later in the season.
No, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers.
Right, well, we're gonna have words. Come on, let's get the coaching now. Come on, we'll get an independent review on this. Would you have given James player of the match?
I tell you what, that would have been a good schoolboy second row pairing, these two, wouldn't it?
Jesus Christ!
Look, James did really well as a debut. He found that sort of step up probably from National League Rugby, but he brought that physicality that he brought all last season as well to that today. So really proud of it.
Yeah. What did you think of Loughborough? I know you were rooting for Unruck, Will, but is it a bit more of the same, really, as far as you're concerned?
No, it's interesting to see how Loughborough we're going to go tonight. I think obviously losing the likes of Morgan Meredith and Dan Exley and Seb Smith and among a few others. It's interesting to see how you're going to go. But I think the likes of Elliot Gourlay and obviously James tonight, even though it's his first game, really stepped up, and I thought that they filled those places.
What's that like? Do you have an idea of who are going to step into that vacuum of quality and leadership, or is this match the one where you say, oh right, well he's going to be the guy?
That's the exciting bit, isn't it? You see people put their hands up. Training's different, isn't it? But come game day, when they put their hands up like that, like James has done tonight, and Elliot from that leadership perspective, Yande was outstanding as well. Yande Nkongi, Joe Denman was a second year open side flanker. I thought probably rivaled James for man of the match. Yeah, all those guys putting their hand up was brilliant.
Well, what do you think the best try of the bunch was there? Denman or Rowe?
As a forward, it's got to be Denman, isn't it? I love that.
He's got some pace on the edge, isn't he? Fair play to him. He's done really well there.
We've got to talk about Nottingham, because there were definitely two sides in that match, and we were expecting nothing less. And really, there was a point in the match. You always had a bit of daylight, but it wasn't easy out there, was it?
No, absolutely. I asked the guys to start fast, and they certainly did that. But Nottingham came back into it, made a few errors, probably either side of half time. And look, fair play. They attacked really, really well. Looked like their set piece was a lot stronger this year as well. So all credit to them in that respect as well.
No stuff. Are you feeling optimistic about Nottingham for the season?
Yeah, no, I think so. Sort of in the past, Nottingham obviously had a couple of disappointing starts to the season, but I think there's a lot of promise out there they've shown, and they'll be looking to definitely capitalise on some opportunities they had tonight in the future.
Right, you'll be tuning in every Wednesday, even when you're not commentating alongside us?
Yeah, and certainly me and Josh Carrington will definitely be watching from a living room.
Yeah, get the rest of the Bears in as well. We'll be seeing you on the journey as well, I dare say, Marv.
I'm sure we will. No, Wills did fantastic well last season, and huge congratulations to him down at Bristol.
Hey, huge congratulations to you guys. You did a sterling job for England students. Well, congratulations on the victory. Will, you can come and spend time with us anytime. As for you guys, someone's just held up a sign saying that I need to fill for 1 minute. So it gives us an opportunity to just talk about England students and the trip that you had to France. Didn't come away with the win, but a great demonstration kind of where the student game is, and you know, you leading them as head coach?
Yeah, look, it's a brilliant experience both for a group of players, likes of Will, and us as a group of coaches as well. Really, really enjoyable, fantastically well led and managed by Andrew Kennedy and his group of sort of staff as well. And huge thanks to the RAF as well, putting us up over here and helping us with the programme. But look, it's a great experience, student rugby. Some of the guys, that'll be the first time they've worn a red rose on their chest and sung the national anthem, and what a brilliant experience all round for those guys.
Will, you were involved in that. What was it like playing with guys that you are always against?
Yeah, and it was amazing. I think, obviously, yeah, as Martin says, for someone that didn't play sort of England under 20s or 18s or whatever, it was a massive honour to be able to pull on the shirt, obviously against people that you've been playing against for the whole season. Or
a few people surprised you with their guys in there. You thought, I'm going to hate this guy. And
Yeah,
you begrudgingly left. Oh, damn it, he's a good bloke as well.
There was a few, to be fair. I won't name any names, but but now it's obviously something quite special in the sense that you come together 4 or 5 days, well, 5 days for a game, and then have to play on the Saturday against France. But yeah, no, I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Well, it's going to be happening again this year, but it's going to be on UK soil, potentially. Am I allowed to say where it potentially might be? In the north of it. It's going to be in the north of England, and Ireland might even be thrown into the mix. I feel like I've released a load of information that I wasn't meant to. But anyway, we always bring you the big scoop here on BUCS Super Wednesday. That is it for us. A few players out there maybe putting their hand up prematurely for England student selection, but it is a long old season, and we're going to be taking you along every step of the way. It started here at the headliner, where Loughborough, the reigning league champions, have left with 5 match points. And as they turn the lights off on us, we're going to turn the lights off on you, but we'll be seeing you in the capital of Wales next week. It's our first doubleheader of the season. It's the Cardiff clash. It's Cardiff versus Cardiff Met. And where else would you spend your Wednesday but with us? BUCS Super Rugby, best league in the land.
Drip too hard, don't stand too close, you gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I get paid. Bad little vibe, she been on my mind. Soon as I get back, she get straight. Do this all the time, this ain't no surprise. Every other night, another movie getting paid. Drip too hard, don't stand too close, you gon' fuck around and drown.